What up, what up, what up? Welcome
Welcome.
back to another episode of Unbroken Stories, The Journey to Recovery. I'm your host, Nico.
And I'm your co-host, B. Watts, with the plots. The plot thickens.
The plot thickens when B. Watts is in the building.
You got some energy
First
today,
of all,
brother.
yeah, I feel good, yo.
Good,
Feel
good.
good. I feel good. I want to dive right into the pies, which is physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritually where we're at. So my pies physically, I feel fit as a fiddle. I got no
Fit as a fiddle.
I ain't got no ailing issues or anything. The hamstrings has healed up, or I should say, is healing up well.
Okay.
Intellectually, I'm always challenging myself either with this podcast and this setup.
Yeah.
I got a lot of cameras going on right now. It's crazy.
It's working.
We're going live on Twitch, Broken Stories podcast, and I think we're going live on we'll be uploading to YouTube later. But emotionally, I feel connected. Both, when my family and I are well, I feel emotionally well, and that yeah, when we're in sync, good word, in sync. When we're in sync, between my boo, my children, I feel like life emotionally is great.
Good.
Spiritually, that is ties it also into my emotions. When my emotions are riding high, my spirituality is riding high. I feel more connected. I did go outside this morning and did a little meditation.
Okay. Some new
Yeah, I'm trying to
nuance.
I'm trying to implement that into my morning routine. So yeah, I feel good across the board, man. I'm gonna give myself 2 effing thumbs up. Bing bong.
Bing bong. Did you do the spiritually?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't catch it. All right. Well,
Pay
I'm
attention.
B. Watts again, and pies. Physically, intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. Physically, I feel pretty good.
You ain't hit the bench out there today.
Nah, man, because we was on the time schedule, and I came in a little late, so I wanted to get it going. But physically, I feel good because I worked out, so I feel my body healing, and I feel like I'm growing. Dun, 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 dun. Intellectually, I'm fit. I'm in tuned to what's going on in my life, on and off camera. Emotionally, I feel sane. I feel sound. There's nothing really emotionally grabbing me. I'm able to feel all my emotions today. So I would say I feel normal, content, a little happiness. You know what I mean? Just what life got to offer. I can see it coming. And spiritually, I'm sound, man. I'm in tune to my devout practices, and that always helps me practice my spiritual principles that the 12 steps teaches me. So they all go together, and I kind of feel in tune with all that. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you this, we got a great show lined up for you today.
What's the show about? Go hit 'em.
Well, it's going to be about where you at in recovery and what you're doing to stay in your solutions. So we're going to be talking about surviving addiction, trauma or pain. We're going to talk about rising from the ashes.
Phoenix Bird.
Yeah, rising from the ashes.
Phoenix Bird.
And this topic hits home because now, like, I'm clean now. I've been clean for 37 years.
Okay.
That's a long time. And I'm gonna discuss what that
looks like for you.
Yeah, what life looks like now that I'm clean, and how do I keep from slipping back into those old character defects, behaviors that once basically ran my life. Instead of being in survival mode and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do to get by, get ahead, or to manipulate, scheme, or scam.
Yeah.
So that's basically what the show is going to be about. We're going to also talk about what recovery means for me today, not yesterday, not last year, but right at the moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's get honest, because getting clean doesn't automatically make everything better, right?
That's right.
You know what I mean? Life doesn't stop testing you, But the difference is now, I got tools. You know what I'm saying? I got awareness. I got a program, and most importantly, I got a choice. So let's talk about that,
Absolutely. Let's dive, how they say, let's dive into it. So, you want to start? You want me
Sink or drown, huh?
You want me to start, or you want to start?
It don't matter, man.
Let me crack this one.
Yeah, I think you got some insight.
Yeah. So first of all, it's not all about sunshine. It's when you're in recovery, being clean is the greatest thing ever. But life still goes on. Life still is lifey.
Right.
You still got bills. You still got relationships. You got triggers and pain that can happen on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
The difference is there's some clarity now.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't have to run and numb that shit up.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
With a substance or
yeah.
you know.
I don't have to escape from anything. I'm not burning any bridges.
Right.
I'm not living on like if my ass was on fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I experience a full range of emotions, and I'm learning how to cope with those emotions.
Absolutely.
That's the difference. Both the joyful emotions, because I remember back in the day, I got high when I was depressed, and I also got high when I was happy and joyful.
Right. Right.
So it wasn't like it was only on the down moments.
Right.
You know, both joyful moments and discomfort moments.
And both of those moments can make you overdo it. You know,
It can lead you back.
For me, I can overdo it.
So today I feel alive again.
I like that.
That is the key thing, like feeling alive again.
Yeah.
And
You mentioned something about paying bills and stuff like that, right? And
Word.
living life. You know, for me, I didn't get a chance to do all that stuff when I was getting loaded, man. So I get a type of joy even just from being a, you know, a standing, a citizen. You know what I'm saying? An upstanding citizen in this community. I feel like I got a voice. You know. So sometimes when I get to pay my bills, yeah, it chumps off my bank account, but it's like, damn, you actually being responsible.
you're accountable.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
You know, you got
got
your
a voice.
priorities
Yeah,
in
I
order.
got my priorities in order. You know what I mean?
So excuse me, guys. I do like to leave a plug for Chobani Creations, my yogurt. I always have one on the show, and I don't want y'all to think I'm being rude. It soothes my voice. It makes it feel coated.
It's a healthy.
And plus, it's a healthy snack instead of some garbage. So don't ignore that yogurt.
All right.
So
Awareness of character defects.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So for me, character defects live. You know, I got clean, but that doesn't mean the character defects are gone. You see, a lot of times people think, well, I'm clean. I ain't got to worry about nothing else. That can be furthest from the truth. The character defects, they don't disappear when the drugs and alcohol are gone.
Nah, not at all.
They are, in fact, they may even be more prevalent now because I believe addiction pivots. You want to turn off the drugs? All right, well, let's focus on stealing.
Yeah.
Let's focus on
Manipulating.
Let's focus on lying.
Trying to get over.
Raging.
Raging.
Yeah, let's focus on sexual activity, lusting. You know what I'm saying? Flirtatious behavior.
Yeah.
All that nonsense will flare up.
Yeah.
So just because you're clean doesn't mean that you have to stop the work.
Yeah.
There's other avenues that you have to do,
Yeah.
show up for. They show up in for example, my character. I got named some of my character defense. I'm impatient as hell. I hate to wait. I'm a very prideful, egotistical person. I feel like I gotta be in control. And what they say about control, the moment it is suggested, it becomes impossible.
Yeah.
You know, that's in one of our literature books. Dishonesty. I'm not a liar, but I do lie.
Yeah.
You know, one of my fellow addicts told me that. He's like, "You're not a liar, Nico, but you lie."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What you think that means?
That means I manipulate the truth.
You waver the truth. That's what I was about to say.
I manipulate the truth to benefit me.
And then to make it not a lie too. Like, I didn't really. I just didn't.
I omitted some information, but
I withheld a lot of information. Yeah.
I took the fifth on that.
Yeah.
So and then also, this is a big one, because I feel like it plays on my kindness towards others. People pleasing.
That's what I was. When it's my turn, I'm finna talk about that. I'm gonna tell you what.
Jump on it right now. So I'm gonna put the camera on you.
Yeah. So my people pleasing, and doing some step work, I came to realize where this came from, man. My people pleasing been going for a long time. All the groups I've been trying to fit in. This one, that one, this one. But I remember when it got prevalent was when I became Muslim, man, and it was like this whole thing about that religion being an angry religion or a false religion or whatever. And I remember just not fitting in with the Muslims, man, because they was doing it right. You know, they was doing their thing. They was doing it the way that it was suggested, and I was still dabbling in drugs. So when I messed with my non-Muslim friends, I was always trying to be extra pleasing just to show that I'm not I'm not that guy. Don't look at me like I'm that one that's finna blow up the shit or, you know.
Yeah, look at that camera, sir.
Yeah.
You're on camera, sir.
But,
I need you to focus on that camera.
So that stemmed out into a lot of, just trying to people please in different aspects of life, man. But I'm okay with being me today, actually, you know.
That's
I don't
awesome.
give two fucks about what you feel about me because at the end of the day, I'm a good person.
People pleasing for me, I mean, like, I've always tried to extend myself for others because I want to be liked.
Right. That's
You know, that acceptance, that being liked, that stems back from when I was 5 years old. Like, I wanted to be accepted by my brothers, or I wanted to be accepted by my friends, my group of friends, or even family members that weren't my immediate family, like not my brothers, just cousins and uncles and aunts. Because I always felt like I stood out. So I felt like if I can be a people pleaser, or come through in a clutch, as I like to always say, come through in a clutch for them, then I feel like I'm being accepted, even though it was a false acceptance because I wasn't doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's people pleasing is a big one for me.
Okay.
And then selfishness.
Yeah.
The core of our disease. Self-centeredness.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it all to me. This is all mine. I want everything.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah.
So
how do you feel when you recognize the self-centeredness? Or somebody points it out, like how does that make you feel today that you worked on some stuff like?
Well, okay, today is different from when they first did it. When they did it before, I was defensive. Yeah. Instant defensive.
What you mean? Yeah.
Like, nah.
Who else gonna look out for me besides me?
Man, I love me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else gonna love me like I love me.
Right.
But that wasn't love. Today, I try to limit or minimize my selfishness. It's not, there are times when I feel like it's all about me still.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I didn't believe that.
Yeah.
Like, I guess my main thing is when it comes to my relationships.
Yeah.
Especially with my lady. I want to be right. I want it my way. You know what I'm saying? And that could lead to problems. Instead of trying to find a common ground or a middle ground, it's like, yo, we're going to do it my way or the highway type
Because we don't consider the other people involved, like when you're on a self-centered plane, all bets are off for everybody else's emotions, which is definitely a selfish thing. But, I think it's good that we can talk about that and we can.
Well, yeah, it's growth. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not. I'm trying to put. Not. I don't want to say I put her first, which is the opposite of selfishness. Is that we're on the even plane.
Yeah, it's crazy though how we can go from we can have these character defects. So we just talked about people pleasing, right? Which is being overly pleasing or overly trying to be there for somebody. And then you go right into that from being self-centered. How does those even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
How does that world coexist?
Yeah, exactly.
How does that world coexist? You know what I'm saying?
But it does.
How can somebody be a people pleaser and selfish at the same time?
Right.
Well, walk in my shoes and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Again, I believe, trying to control situations that don't even need to be controlled.
Right.
It doesn't even need to be controlled.
Right.
It's still I try to control them, and then the need to always be right.
Yeah, that's exhausting.
That's a big one too.
It's exhausting, man. It's like what I mean.
I once said that. I'm sorry. I once said that if I'm arguing with my loved one, and I win the argument, that means they lost.
Yeah, somebody lost.
So I hurt them, and now they have a resentment possibly. You know what I'm saying towards me.
Yeah.
So, I think one of the honesty, open-minded, and willingness, not just to follow the program, but just in everyday life, is a new way that I'm utilizing some of the tools in my toolbox, to combat that.
Right. And some of them tools can help you catch it, sooner than later. You know what I mean? We still, like you said, I still get into my self-centered ways, and I still people please. You know what I mean? But today, what it looks like is it can usually be rectified before the end of the day because somebody can point it out. One of my loved ones can point it out. Hey, that was real selfish. You were thinking about self on that, and I can double back and feel like you're right. So what in that situation do you need? How do you need me to show up for you, so I can rectify it and give back or fix it before it gets too deep? Because that resentment, right, can run deep, and that shit can come up 10 years later, and one of your loved ones is treating you a certain way because of this resentment. That reminds me that resentments are something that I deal with today too. I have resentment towards people, right, and I have to work on that stuff because resentments don't hurt the person; it hurts me. While I'm over here mad at
good stuff,
while I'm over here pissed off at Nico or pissed off at somebody that
I don't know why you feel pissed off at me. I'm an amazing guy.
Pissed off at Nico for something that he did, and I let that build up in me, and he's sitting there, enjoying his life.
Unbeknownst,
yeah. And then I'm holding this. It ain't doing nothing but hurting me in the long run. You know what I mean? So because I'm holding on to this,
it's festering, tension, it's fermenting,
stressing, and then later on I'll be like, man, pissed off that
then you blow up.
Yeah, 6 months ago you said this or whatever. No,
6 months ago, I'll be like,
let's
what?
just talk about it. Yeah, you're like, what? I don't even remember. Let's sit down and have some coffee. What's going on? So I mean,
Yeah, it's a lot to go. Perfect example.
Yeah.
With the program, I'm grabbing new tools.
Absolutely.
Okay. And the way I use those tools, like prayer, meditation, journaling. I'm jotting down stuff that may make me upset or that I need to work on. I do step work with my sponsor. I meet with them once a week. I talk to my sponsee brothers, fellowship. I'm actually going to my family tree, my family tree in October.
I seen that in the chat. How did that get in the chat?
What chat?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was in the Vaders chat or our home group chat.
I don't know.
But is that the one that everybody's talking about?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is my sponsor family.
Yeah, and so where is it at?
It's in Wisconsin.
You went last year, no?
No, I didn't get to go last year, but I'm going this year.
Okay.
So me, the wife, we're going up there.
Good shit.
And a couple of my sponsee brothers. I'm going to meet my grand sponsor and my great grand sponsor.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty dope.
It's going to be dope. Yeah.
But these are the parts of the tools that help me when I start to feel like I'm going astray or get off course.
Yeah.
They help me stay in line because now instead of trying to solve it with my thinking, I'm reaching out to different olive branches, like to a sponsee brother or my sponsor or my network, and together collectively we are tackling these problems.
Did you say olive?
Yeah, like an olive branch. That's
I like olive
that's
branch.
a white person thing. You probably don't know that.
Yeah, I stuck on that. Yeah,
That's that white side.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm trying to learn humility.
Yeah, that's it. Ooh.
I haven't been
Ching chong, that's a good word.
you like that one?
Yeah.
I haven't been humble.
You haven't been completely humbled, but you're humbling in the
I'm
process.
becoming humbling.
Yeah.
Humbled.
Humility.
Humility is a big aspect that I didn't have in my life. I was an egotistical, arrogant, obnoxious.
It's crazy because I used to think that word means humiliate yourself. Humility. Humility.
Take your time.
Humility.
Humiliate.
Like, I gotta humiliate myself in front of these people. No,
well, it's not. It's like. So what I'm learning is humility is not a soft word.
Yeah.
So many years I programmed myself to think I ain't no. I don't want. I'm trying not to curse so much. I'm not no. I ain't no B. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a B.
Buster or a bitch or whatever.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
I'm not
get out of that mindset about being humble.
But humble is for me. What I think about humbling, I think it's empowerment. Because because to humble yourself in a situation, it actually gives people. I mean, this is not what we're doing it for, but it actually gives people. It gives more praising. And that brother's so humble, man. Because you could be a leader of a situation or in control of a situation and step back and humble yourself in it, and and people be like, that's I don't even know how to say it, but
it feels so. That's how you know you don't have it yet, right? Because it feels weird to say it. Yeah. Like for me,
wait, did you just shout at me, bro?
No, it's for me. I'm talking about for me. Like when somebody says you need some humility or you need to be humble yourself. I'm like, yo, you attacking me?
Right.
Like, why are you attacking me? I ain't did
Right,
nothing to you. Like, that's that insecurity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It sounds in the beginning. It sounded like bow down.
Yeah.
You need to bow down. No.
Yeah. Recognize.
Just humble yourself. Yeah.
And then also
Creates wisdom.
Yeah. Also like I'm learning now that a humbled person is a strong person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like
a person with wisdom.
He has it, he gets it. And that's a first. Like I never knew that. So a lot of my humility comes from service work.
It's a weird example. Right here.
You got one? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was humbling. I was just trying to, like, for those listening, probably help get an understanding. I'm sure people know what it means. But like in a let's just say a brawl or a bout or a fight, right? You get the best of the person and they're on the ground, and instead of going attacking to the utmost, and
instead of going in for the kill,
you pick that person up and wipe them off and give them a hug afterwards.
I'm sorry, I'm not there yet.
Well, this is what,
because I'm afraid when I pick him up, he might humble me with a right hook.
But we talking about like organized fighting situation like MMA or like
I got
heavyweight.
you.
Yeah,
like, good sportsmanship.
Good sportsmanship. That's a humbling thing. As you win, as you get the title.
I can name countless sports times where the person, it was in the interview, they won. Yeah. And instead of just being graceful, they just try to humiliate the person. Right. Instead of showing some humility and humbleness.
You see a few athletes do that.
Yeah, they do it all the time. Yeah. Because they have their own ego and their self-centeredness, and their the core of their disease is being self-centered, so they don't know. But I was gonna say, through service work, and what I mean by service work is, like, in our program, we can either chair a meeting or speak to inmates.
Set up a meeting.
Make coffee. Put the chairs back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be the first to open up the doors. Like,
somebody might call you.
So
from a meeting that's an hour away, and they ask you, "Can you be a discussion lead?" And you say,
"Correct, yes." And you don't say no. You just show up.
Show up.
So for me, like, in the beginning, that was very humbling because I'm like, I got, just even now, 37 years clean, I still set up meetings. I still chair them. If anybody asks me to speak, I'm saying yes. Yeah. I hug everybody that I see come through the door, not just my friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I try to give.
You've been recently adding tags to that 37 years, though. You'll say something like, I got 37 years clean, but only 3 of them.
I'm going to stop doing that, though. Okay. Yeah, because, abstinence is recovery. Yeah. And I realized that I've been diminishing.
Shorten yourself? Okay.
Yeah, diminishing my recovery. Okay. Even though there's different levels of recovery.
That was very humbling.
Yeah, there's different levels of recovery. Yeah. But it is humbling to let people know that I've only been in this process for 3 years. Yeah. As far as the recovery aspect. Yeah. But I never let anybody forget I got 37 years of recovery, which is clean time. Right. And I'm working on the literature-based part of it, the principles, the traditions, the steps, all of that, so that I can become full circle with my recovery. So that's the key part for me.
Real quick, let me shout out the podcast.
Shout out time.
Yeah. So if you like what we're saying, and you got some questions, you need some answers answered, you can hit me up on 678-896-5758. We answer questions. We help out. It's kind of like a hotline. And also, this is the Unbroken Stories podcast. You can find us on Twitch.
Unbroken Stories podcast at Twitch.
Yes.
Instagram.
Spotify. And
Apple. Any way you listen to podcasts, the audio side of it.
But if you like what you see, you'll get us better on Twitch with
please,
video and audio.
We need more followers so we can go live on Instagram.
And more ideas, more
any suggestions? Yeah. Anybody who wants to be a guest on the show?
Anybody know how to edit? Yeah.
Yeah. All of that is welcome. Yeah. We
take this very serious, and we're trying to reach lives, trying to help people, and also just give a piece of ourselves on a weekly basis too.
Being vulnerable helps us too. So I like telling my story. I like telling where I'm at, and I like it's empowering me.
Yeah.
And when I get empowered, then the character defects and the behaviors,
Falls off. It's
yeah,
like
they don't have control
they
of
don't
me
have
anymore.
control. Yeah.
I'm taking my control back.
That's why we talk about ourselves. We get vulnerable because
Absolutely.
we're not just sitting here soft and trying. What you say. Just giving all our information out, it helps us grow in this process, man.
Yeah. So reach one, teach one.
Yeah.
Or teach one, reach one.
And there's some things about us that we don't. My man's a business owner, married for years.
I was gonna get into that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
I'm
because
in school working on my master's, a job in my field that I went to school for. Like a lot of things, man. Just we don't. There was a lot of downtime in the past where addiction was controlling my life, but today there's some things that I can be proud of, and
Yeah, we're gonna touch base on all of that because the topic is, where we at in recovery.
Yeah.
What are we doing with our lives now? So we're gonna touch on all that.
Okay.
I just wanted to reach out and continue. Like, how else do you show up in your recovery? Sponsorship. I don't sponsor people right now, but I know you do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You want to talk on that?
Yeah, man. I got some. Yeah, I got a few. So sponsorship is definitely a service thing for me, and it helps me get out of myself and listen to somebody else, man. And it reminds me, because a lot of the emotions and pain that we all went through as addicts or recovering addicts, the story might not be the same, but the feelings are similar, right? So when I sponsor somebody, right now I got 2 sponsees, and when I sponsor somebody, listening to what they, right. And
Service work, sponsorship is important.
Yeah, and I really didn't, going into this, I didn't believe I was equipped for it or qualified for it.
Nice.
And as times go by, I see how I'm helping and how they help me. You know what I mean? It's a reminder that I need to work my step work as well, because I got people that are right behind me. I haven't worked, let's just be honest, I haven't worked all 12 steps. I'm on step 6. I got a sponsee that's on step 2 and another sponsee on step 1. So nice. my goal is to try to one up them like in a mutual, like in a friendly competition type way, but just also so I can give back properly. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah, so it just helps me, man. Like when I'm going through a bad day, I might get a call from one of my sponsees and they tell me how they had an accident or, they feeling out of touch, feeling isolated, and I'm able to say some things. I can't tell you what I say. It's all off the top of the dome or what my spirit says, but I might say something and they'll tell me down the line, like, hey, man, what you told me helped me get out of that funk.
Well, I know that sponsorship is a form of accountability.
Yeah.
And being honest with that person or
right.
people that you are sponsoring is a way to connect.
Yeah.
Connection. Honesty.
Connection is the opposite of addiction, man.
Yeah.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, I believe that's true.
It's the opposite of addiction, because addiction is isolating. It's self-centered. We talked about that earlier. It's isolating. It puts you in the box. But sponsorship helps you connect. And if you break down the symbol, I'm sure Nico can break down the symbol, what that is.
Well, so
yeah,
the square.
Yeah.
That you're gonna
broader
make me,
the base. I don't know if we should.
Yeah, you put me on the spot right there.
I don't know if we should, because
let's stay with the topic. Is we'll go into the symbol another time.
Yeah,
because it's a very
tradition. Yeah,
I like to be in detail with that.
Yeah,
and it might not, for some people they might not fully grasp it.
Yeah.
So we'll break down the symbol on another future episode. But back to accountability. What I like about sponsorship and being part of a sponsor family. And I call it my tribe. It helps me stay aligned.
It's gone.
It helps me stay aligned. It keeps me my mental, my spiritual, my emotional, all aligned.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I just try to do it on my own stinking thinking.
Yeah, your own self will or your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna revert back to the same mistakes I've always made.
Yeah.
And that's just, who wants to do that? Like, and don't get me wrong, sometimes I still fall short, but I don't stay there. Like, I don't stay there at all now. If I fall short, my spirit lets me know immediately. Like, yo, that's not right.
Right.
What you did is not right. You call Pete, your sponsor.
Yeah, and we don't beat ourselves up. at the end of the day.
If I do, I use a feather
If you
instead
fall
of a bat.
yeah, I used to beat myself up, man. And sometimes that in itself can lead me back to old ways, like I'm not good enough, I'm just messing up, I'm finna go, I won't necessarily go back to using, but I'll do something, I'll act out,
I say this,
defend myself.
when I fall short, because I still do, I clean it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I clean it up and I just move forward. Yeah. I don't stay in it. I don't stay stuck in it. Mm-hmm. I don't beat myself with the bat. I pick up a feather and beat myself with that. It feels a lot better.
No beating that.
How do you replace? I'm gonna put this one on you.
Okay.
How do you replace old habits and behaviors? No, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. How do you replace old behaviors with new habits? You're on camera.
Yeah, okay. How do I replace old habits with new habits?
You want me to give you a lead into that?
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure, give me an example.
Okay, so when you were using, and you lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, scam, how are you changing those behaviors with new habits? Like for me, I'll say I'm being more honest, more open. I'm more willing to listen. I'm working with someone, and I got into a habit of doing that. Like I work with my sponsor weekly. I see him once a week on a one-on-one. I call him damn near every day, and we just chop it up about life or anything.
Right.
But we get into the books. We get into the book of my 12-step program, and he breaks down for me. Like if I have a situation where I'll use you always late. Mm-hmm. That shit bothers me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I say, oh, I had some emotions about this. This dude got me upset. I was feeling like a little rage coming on.
Oh, see, I know that. I mean, I didn't know that it bothered you.
I tell you it all the time. That you're late all the time. But regardless, I'm just using an example.
Absolutely.
I go to him and he'll say, well, that's where he's at. You can't project how you would be on someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because he may not be at that same level. And just that little bit of information changed everything. I still don't like that you're late, but I don't let it bother me as much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're you and I'm me.
Yeah, that's cool. And I don't like that you don't like it.
It's a part of life.
I had an episode Monday, and I told him to go jump in the lake. I was like, take this podcast, shove it. Knowing I was just upset that he called me out. You know what I mean? But yeah.
But that's not changing old behaviors, because that's the old you.
But it is changing old behaviors because I didn't sit in it, and I think before I left,
that's the part you changed.
Before I left, I was like, hey, my fault.
Clean it up, man.
We like, hey, man.
I was like, you don't sweat it. I know you're a big baby. A big baby bear.
You're the big baby as well.
Big baby bear.
Big baby Nico.
That's all right. That is true.
Big back. No, but so that you got it right there. That's we can use our own experience with each other. Yeah, that's how I do. That's how I change it up today.
So here's another one for me.
Yeah.
Reactivity. Where I become very reactive.
Yeah.
When somebody says something, I'll be like, I will slap the taste out your mouth.
Yeah. Let's be honest. You ain't slapping nobody in a minute. Right?
I know. It's been a minute.
It might not be as potent as you.
But the threat is still real.
The feeling is still real.
Yeah. The what was I gonna say? I replaced that reactiveness or reactivity, whatever you want to call it. I replaced that with I would say reflection.
I got one.
I replaced that with reflection.
Reflection? You reflect on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I use in this program or in the rooms I use it in life in general. I meet people all the time, and it's my spirit. Not my spirit. It's my character defects. I see somebody and I'll be like, bro, something about him, bro. I'm not feeling that dude. Whether he, something he said or the way he walked, the way he bought, whatever. So instead of sitting in that and not, because we have a very embracing program, right? Instead of sitting in that, before that person leaves my eyesight or leaves my vicinity, I make sure I go up to that person, introduce myself, get a hug, and just have maybe a light conversation with them. And 9 times out of 10, I walk away from that person, I walk away from that situation like, dude ain't bad, or that person ain't that bad as I thought. Because a lot of times what happens is I see myself in somebody, not knowing that I'm looking at myself, and it's something about me that I don't like about myself that I'm seeing in that person, and I'm judging that person by the attributes that I put on myself. So I nip it in the butt by addressing it, you know what I'm saying? And that it helps me with like approaching situations that I might be afraid of, you know, intimidated by, just like I don't know, just a lot of things like the swing. I don't know, it just came up in my head like swinging off that rope that day. Like that was something that I was actually really kind of
Apprehensive,
scared of. Yeah,
fearful.
like yeah, you know what I'm saying. So when I do that, when I like go at it, it clears up some stuff in my spirit that it don't just apply to that one situation. I can apply that to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And it helps me. I don't have to go at that situation with a temper or with like I'm finna, you know what I mean? I can go at it with like I'm going to talk to the supervisor, talk to the manager. Yeah, I want to talk to your manager. I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to see why I'm scared. You know what I mean? Like so, it helps me grow. You know what I mean? In a way that I never thought possible. Growth.
I'm trying to get on that same wavelength, except I'm trying to alter, like, what's the best way I can say it? Like, I'm trying to make my life more organized.
Yeah.
Built-in structure, planning, instead of just chaotic.
You gotta
like I replace chaos with structure and planning. That's the best way I can say it. Replace chaos with structure and planning. Meaning, when I say that is, when I can't control what other people do or say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The moment I try to do that, it becomes impossible, as I stated earlier. If someone says something to me that's negative, I can simply say I don't do personality. I do principles, not personalities. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not aligned with my spirit, then I could just, who's undefeated? Well, the walk away is undefeated in every fight. If somebody's arguing with me, I just walk away. Who he arguing with?
Right.
He arguing with himself. I'm not going to live in that chaos. For what?
Yeah.
And then there's two types of people. Like in recovery, I noticed there's two types of people.
Yeah.
People I want to be like, and people I don't want to be like.
Okay.
So, even in the rooms in my program, there are people who have a ton of clean time, and they're living in a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
There are people with attitudes that I just can't vibe with.
Yeah.
I don't have to get turned off. I don't have to.
You don't have to not go where they.
When I leave that room,
I
don't have to live in their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to. I don't no longer have to say anything about them. I could just be like, "Yo, I fuck with you in the room, but I'm not. I can't move with you outside the room because it's
gonna wear on you."
Yeah, it's just our spirits aren't. We're not on the same. We're not on the same track.
I do that too, but I try to. I have compassion for that person. I used to judge. I used to be like, yeah, that person's probably gonna go out. That person's probably still using, whatever the case may be. Now I have compassion because when I came back into the room, people had compassion for me.
I get it.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean I have to stay.
Yeah, I ain't gotta fuck with you. I ain't gotta like you said, in line with you on outside the meeting. We can, maybe there'll be a time that will happen because as I've seen it all day, man. In these rooms, people will grow. You know what I'm saying? They come out of the things they were actually into that were not working for me and my spirit. And I see people that were working a solid situation, and then you find out that they have some quirks or some character defects that you don't in line with either. You know what I mean? Some of my heroes.
So
always just got to work my own program, man. So I just work my own program. I take what I need and discard what I don't.
I was just gonna say, like, I noticed that isolation is an issue. They say a lonely addict is an addict that'll go back out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't isolate, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mind being by myself.
Right.
Before, when I was by myself, I felt like I had to go and do something.
Yeah.
And that always been a problem. Now I replace that isolation feeling. Like if I need to talk to somebody, I call BY. Yo, what's up, man? What's going on? Yo, I'm going through this or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just in my thoughts, man, and it's not a good place for me to be right now. I don't chase highs. I build consistency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like before, when I say I don't chase highs, I'm not talking about the drugs, because the drugs have been long removed from my life. A desire has been long removed, and I'm working on a new way to live. And so I have to be consistent with that thinking.
Yeah.
Working on a new way to live.
You don't chase dopamine hits.
Yeah,
You
like
say that, yeah,
don't get me
before.
wrong. I might scroll for 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like looking at all kind of booty twerking pictures and videos and stuff like that
Yeah,
to
real
fill
honest.
fill my dopamine. But
Yeah, just the booty
even,
twerks, not the porn.
nah, I do that too, man. Like it is what it is.
We do.
But I'm trying to. I already told my girl, I said, yo, I'm trying to cut that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
And that's the growth.
and I don't need it. You know, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's. I was chasing highs before like that.
That's the growth, though. I'm sure a lot of there's a million tons of people that can doing the same thing we just admitted to, won't admit it.
Yeah.
Deny it to the death.
Yeah.
And then it stays sunk into that.
And
where it never gets resolved. You know.
And for me, if I'm going to be consistent in this program, then I need to be consistently focused on my shortcomings.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's one of them.
Yeah.
But I try not to chase the highs so much, meaning I don't have to be the guy that comes in the clutch.
Yeah.
I don't have to be the one that everybody looks up to. I don't have to be the loudest person in the room. I don't have to always be right.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that now. Yeah. Before, that was a real life issue for me.
Yeah. You came through in the clutch in this podcast and these cameras.
No, you came through in the clutch.
Yeah.
You the one that set the motherfucking
fuse. Yeah.
Because I had all this collecting dust.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that's true.
And you was like, yo, let's get it started. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like,
true,
he pushing me. Okay, let's do it. And so kudos.
Kudos to you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, because you stay on me. Now
I'm on you.
Yeah, and I need that, man.
And so it's a yin yang.
Yeah,
we balance each other out in that regard. But that's consistency.
That was humbleness between both of us.
Yes.
If you didn't see that was humbleness right there.
Yeah. Perfect example.
Yeah.
Because I could have easily said, nigga,
yeah,
it was all me.
Yeah.
I got all this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. It was you lit the fuse. Just like I give Brother Sterling, who lit the fuse on my recovery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got me rolling.
Yeah.
Even though it was a negative way, I got the message.
Question, man, real quick. This is off topic. You want to go? Are you interested in going back into the prison?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Because Troy T needs some help. And,
you know, I applied. We'll talk about it off script on that.
Okay.
But yeah, I applied and they denied me. So I'll get into that. Yeah, I knew you was gonna make that face.
No,
we'll get into that.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to apply. It just goes.
Well,
okay.
So, let me ask you this: what recovery looks like today? Like with me, I'm gonna let you answer too.
Okay.
I live with intention, not just reaction.
Yeah.
I'm very focused on that because I was very reactive living.
Yeah.
I strive to be the better following, better spouse, number one.
Okay.
Better parent, better friend, and a better worker.
Absolutely.
I feel like those 4 areas, if I'm improving in them, my life is improving.
Right.
I also remember that it's a progression. I'm not perfect.
Right.
I'm far from perfect. And recovery today means being clean emotionally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before, I was just focused on clean time. I don't get high. I don't give a fuck when nobody else say I ain't getting high.
Right.
Now I'm not getting high, but emotionally, I'm cleaning that up too.
Right.
And I check my motives, and I slow down my thinking. I ask for help.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? These are all key attributes to my recovery. And I never forget, simple as this. I never forget where I came from.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
That's humbling. Now that's humbling. Never forgetting. That's what the program does for me. It doesn't people always say, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you would finish your thought. People always say that you just stop.
Yeah, I got lost in the sauce, man.
Oh man.
People always say don't talk about your addiction so much, or don't talk about being an addict. It's so degrading, But that's the thing that keeps me humble. I don't go and say that I had this issue because I want to remind everybody that I had this issue. No, it keeps me grounded to when I do reach these plateaus that I never thought possible. I can always remember that. Just one twitch of a feeling or one switch of how I feel can make me try to act out on something else, whether it be sex, gambling. You know what I'm saying? I didn't jump in the car and drove up to the Cherokee Casino because I was having a bad week and I wanted to go win some money. You know what I mean? For the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing with women. I might just jump into somebody's DMs just to get that validation. But today,
Validation.
I can sit in my emotions. I can call somebody, talk about how I'm feeling, why I feel inadequate, because that still comes up. You know, what I mean, the identity, the inadequacy, not feeling good enough. But like you said, I strive to be a better father for one, right?
Nice.
That was an issue that I had with my daughter. We didn't have the best upbringing, so I strive to be a better father, which I feel we have the best relationship, a good relationship dealing with what we went through together. And I strive to be a better son, a better employer, you know what I mean, and a better person all around, better friend, you know what I mean. I used to have this thing where I didn't trust people and I didn't care about not having real friends. Now I care about having friends. Not necessarily care about what you think about me, but I want to give you the best impression of me, so that I can keep my friends and be a good friend, be a good supporter. Today I helped my mom, man. Somebody that watched me go through a lot of addiction, man. I put a lot of pain on my family, man. On that woman. She's lives right next to me. I had the opportunity to put her in assisted living just to help her with some of her day-to-days, and I go see her 3 to 4 times a week after work. But she lives right next to me, and I'm able to be there for her, man, because she was there for me. Like that's some shit that recovery taught me. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's some shit that, and I'm growing through that because I used to, and this is how self-centered I am. I'm growing through that because I used to didn't want to go see her, go through that process because it made me feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had to rethink that. Like, this is part of life. I might be there one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my daughter can do the same thing I'm doing for her. And as I go see her and I see her deteriorate or whatever or get better, I can enjoy having those little moments with her, man. I enjoy them today, and I don't dread them. Like, oh damn, I gotta go. I don't want to see that. It hurts my heart. No, I'm actually happy that, you know what I'm saying. And we can make jokes about some of the things she forgets today, and it's not so. Not like it's making fun of the situation, but it's not so. Humor is a way that I heal a lot. Humor, just making humor of things. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why we niche, because you got that whole thing. You got that whole personality. Yeah.
So here's a couple of solutions that I'm trying to apply and utilize and keep me on track from slipping back into old character defects or old behaviors. These are some of the things that I'm practicing. And I'm trying to practice them in real time when life shows up at the real moment.
Yeah.
This is when I try to apply these things. Like, one,
bust it down.
I try to stay connected to my higher power.
Right.
That is, for me, that's the key. That's one of the major keys, because if I'm connected to my higher power spiritually, then my spirit should be full.
Yeah.
And I should be able to be less reactive, be more inclined to be humbled in situations or show humility when needed. I should be able to be more honest, open, and willing to listen. I should be more objective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all of that plays a part, and it stems from my spirituality, and it stems from being connected to that.
Yeah. And when you give it to your higher power, you give it to I think it takes away the control that we so much suffer from.
Yeah.
Me and Nico.
We're not using our self-will.
Yeah,
or
I'm not using my
self-centeredness.
self-will, man. So that comes when it comes to work. Me being organized. Like, I'm working on some things and I just can't figure. I'm working on some VA stuff, trying to get a house under the VA law. Trying to get my own self a house. Work is strenuous. I'm in school. Sometimes I gotta say, man, hey Nico, I surrender, bro. I ain't got it.
Surrender.
And when I
all
surrender,
day, every day.
and then when I surrender, it's crazy how that works, because I can then get things done. It might not be in the time frame that I want it to, because I want everything right now. I want it to be.
Absolutely.
I want all the paperwork to be done within a week, and then sometimes I just got to nick it off one by one, and that's when I give it away.
My other solution that I utilize a lot now, more so in the last 3 years than I ever did before, is I check in with my network. I check in with my group of people, my friends in recovery, and I help them. I help them as much as they help me.
Yeah.
They what's the best way to say it? They keep me on the emotional path. Like, I don't stray emotionally. When I have pain emotionally, I could talk to them about it, and it keeps me from going the wrong way, the reactive way, or getting in my feelings, or just in my own head and leaving it into my own thoughts. Sometimes it's not the best way for me.
I love when we do that in like settings of like normality. Like I know you still do golf with a person in recovery, right? Mm-hmm. When you go do things like that and then talk about emotions or where you at spiritually, emotionally, or whatever, or
that
in
carries
recovery,
with you.
that helps, man. Yeah, because it creates the normality around being vulnerable and talking about that. Like, it ain't always got to be in a meeting setting or after the meeting, or we go to this place called the Humidors, or after one meeting, just like the things that we do, man. Brothers still go to the strip clubs and stuff like that, and I don't, but
I don't either.
But people still go do normal things. It's not like, and I'm saying that to say recovery ain't all. It ain't all just.
It's not boring.
It ain't just books and boring. Yeah, it ain't just books and growing. I mean, it's growing.
I've done a fishing trip on recovery. I've done, we've been to events, worlds. I've done conventions. I've done.
Yeah, to go like for me.
I said fishing trips, boating trips.
To be able to go to get on a plane, get on a plane, buy a ticket for a weekend event, get a hotel, get a rental car, whatever you need. Like for me, that's big boy shit. It's major, yeah.
Also, I keep it simple now.
Yeah.
I keep it simple. I don't try to tackle too much at once, and I do it one day at a time.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Do it one day at a time. Yeah. Keep it simple. Don't try to tackle everything all in one time.
Yeah. What's up, bro? Why you ain't going back to Family Feud, bro? I still want to see that.
I can't control that.
They
control
that.
That
came out of nowhere. But you won. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, if they want us back, I'll be more than happy to go back. Yeah. I don't control that, though. I don't know how you jumped to Family Feud.
Was that a good experience, though? I don't know.
Best experience, yo. It was family bonding at its finest.
And camera. And being on camera.
And being on camera and having a good time. A lot of laughs, a lot of smiles. Yeah. It was just great family connection, and I needed it.
Yeah.
I really needed that connection. So,
where we at with it?
And then also my other solution that I try to apply, whenever I can, is that for me, relapse is character defects and behaviors.
Yeah.
So I got to recognize them when they start and then cut that shit off at the root.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we're not going to go down that path.
Right.
We've already done that. We lived that, and it was not a good look, feel, or result.
Yeah.
So
what is one of the behaviors that you kind of tied to a relapse?
It's stealing.
Stealing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 14 months. No, a little bit more than that now. April 29th. So was it May, June, July, August 29th? Will be 16 months of steal free. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Right.
At 55 years old, I only got 16 months of stealing free.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it's great.
But you was like the mastermind of thieves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the den of thieves. You like
I'm the
Ice Cube son thief. Den of thieves. You got the whole plot.
Yeah. The plot definitely thickened when I was in my addiction of stealing.
Yeah. And me, I'll say gambling and sexual encounters.
Yeah, all of that, all of that's part of it too.
That's something I work on, and I noticed the growth in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it as much as I can.
I feel you.
Are you pointing at the?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up.
It was a good
close
show.
us out, yo. Close us out.
This is a good show, man. So yeah, so what does life look like now that I'm clean? It's real, it's raw, and it's mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't wake up in handcuffs. I'm not in hospitals on a deathbed or from bad health or from overdose or something. I wake up with peace, not perfection, but peace. And when the old patterns creep up, you know what I'm saying, because they do, I got tools, I got people, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I got grace for myself. Recovery today isn't just about not using, it's about not destroying, you know what I'm saying? Destroying your life, my life, everything that came across my path, right? It's about creating the life I don't want to escape from.
Nice.
And yeah, it's hard work.
So to anyone out there,
but it pays off. It pays off.
Yeah, to anyone out there wondering if the journey is worth it, I'm telling you right now from the bottom of my heart, y'all. Yeah. Getting clean is probably one of the greatest gifts that I could ever give myself.
Yeah.
Outside of my children being born, being clean is the next thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't just settle for being clean, because that's the first level of it. The healing, I feel like, is, if not more important, or at least as important, it may be more important than getting clean. You know what I'm saying? Because after the healing, you get that peace.
And you might not even know that you need to heal.
Yeah, and trust me, before you ever picked up a drug, the damage is already done. Remember, drugs was the solution to an existing problem. Then it became the glaring problem. So getting clean is the beginning. Healing is the secondary pieces. I feel like the final step, and then go after the version of you that you always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had dreams, and though I'm a little too old to fulfill some of those dreams, I always wanted to write a book. I did that right behind me.
40 years.
Yeah, 40 years to heal a broken child. Part 2 is coming out.
That's dope.
I wanted to start a podcast. Voila.
Yeah, voila.
I wanted to do help others. I feel like I'm doing that. And I just wanted to be someone who doesn't have to wear a mask anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to hide who I really was. I'm accepting me for the first time. And that, to me, is the truest form of self that I can give. So, with that, I say let's all together, all of us, stay unbroken.
Yeah, man. Light-skinned niggas is back in favor, man. Free Drake.
He's so stupid. Hey, and I just want to say thanks again for listening to Unbroken Stories,
man.
The Journey to Recovery.
Yeah.
I'm Nico.
I love y'all, man. I'm B. Watts with the plots, man.
And the plot thickens when he's in the building.
Always. And again, I'm going to give you the number 678-896-5758.
Yeah, reach out.
Reach out, man.
And jump on the podcast and listen to it. If you have any questions, suggestions, or topics, we are open to anything.
Tell your mom, tell your auntie, tell your brothers, tell your uncles.
Follow us.
Subscribe. Man. And it's not just for people that are...
Help boost this channel.
That it's not just for people that have struggled with addiction. It's for all walks of life.
Yeah, relationships. Yeah. Absent father.
Yeah.
Prison.
The child inside of you that you never got a chance to...
Healing that broken kid.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.